Right, welcome back to Newbie Farm Challenge. I felt the need to do a video and to update everybody of what's happening. Right, news isn't good. I'm not going to make any bones about it, the news is not good at all. We got a phone call from the hospital. We went up to the hospital Sunday afternoon. We got a phone call. Oh, it's not doing end to end, wasn't it? You have to excuse me, I'm a little bit rusty on this. Yeah, we went up there and we got a phone call from the nurse. Well, we've been home about an hour, I suppose, so I've been away for about an hour and a half, saying things weren't going too well. She'd had a bit of relapse and she was now on 100% oxygen, and they couldn't keep oxygen levels going. And I missed the proper line completely here. That's what happens when you're trying to mark DuPont and take the help away. Alright. No need to go up there, said they're stabilising at the moment. And about an hour or so later we got a phone call from the doctor saying that things had suddenly gone into decline, and well, she gave a 50-50 chance of Mum making it through the night. Yes, not good, not what you want. Well, we phoned my cousin up and his wife. We had a quick bite to eat, because it's just about tea time by then. Had a quick bite to eat, made our way up to the hospital, as did Jeffrey and Jackie. My cousin is Jeffrey and his wife is Jackie. Yes, my wife is Jackie too. It's very confusing. Trying to remember what it's doing. We missed it. Well, not to worry. We made our way up there, so she was a lot brighter by the time we got there, but on maximum allowable oxygen. Gave her much more and she'd be actually very flammable. As you know, oxygen is the thing in the air what burns, or the element what burns. Well, they were on what they call 100% oxygen, which is about, I think they said about 17% in actual terms. And the readings were going up a bit. Oxygen level in the bloodstream was going up a bit. They were aiming for about 98. Well, I think they'd been happy with about 95, but they were aiming for 98. And it was running between... Shut up there, just do that again. And it was running between 85 and 92. After we'd been there for a while, we managed to cheer up a bit, get her laughing, which brought her oxygen levels up quite a bit. And she seemed quite bright then, so we came home. We went up yesterday and she was not fine at all. She was down and she had a x-ray. When she first went in, they couldn't find any gallstones with the x-ray, but because an x-ray is very old tech and not a very high definition. Well, they gave her what was it now, the magnetic MRI scan. That's it. They gave her an MRI scan yesterday morning and found a whole load of gallstones, very small, but one of them lodged in a nasty place. And to make matters worse, she had part of it had ulcerated around these stones, which was not very good. They weren't too worried about that, but they still couldn't get the oxygen up. We're waiting to hear. Last night she had we missed that again. Last night she had another scan, this time a CT scan. I tell you what, I'm glad we live in Britain. We'd never be able to afford all this, and anyway you've got to pay for it. When she had a CT scan, they wait for the results to come back. We phoned them at about 7 o'clock, and the results weren't ready at that time, and we got phoned back later this morning to find out. And that's going to be a scan on her chest to find out what is happening. They fear that there could be either a blood clot on the lung or an embolism, they call it, which is basically a blood clot, which is not good news if that happens. Talked to the doctor yesterday. This is a different doctor, the one who's actually looking after the main doctor, and she was saying that that's not looking good. So you know as much as I do now. I thought I'd better bring you up to date. Right, with that out of the way, and one of the things I find helps me is actually making a video and talking. So I decided to make a video. I was going to make a motorsport manager, but that is going to be about an hour, and I thought that might be a little bit too long for me to continue and hold myself together. Well, you don't want to hold me, I tell you. So I'm not quite as coherent. I'm not normally that coherent, come to think of it, but if I'm not that coherent, you'll understand why. So this idea of Newbie challenge. Now the other ones, now I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be making very many videos for the next month, well basically until 19 comes out, because even if Mum recovers from this, I can't see her being able to go home. So we will then be hunting around for some form of 24-hour care, which used to be easy. You used to contact one central area, one central person who was in charge of that, and they'd sort it for you. No, of course, it's been parts have been privatised. Like it's still, if you haven't got the money free to use, but you have to go to all different departments to find things, and Lord help you, go to the wrong one, as we found out before, with one chit going from the doctors to one private operator and back again continuously for about 3 days, until someone noticed, actually in the operators, and since she decided there's enough of this, and she actually brought the equipment we wanted, but that's a different story. And I'm not looking forward to dealing with the authorities again if Mum comes out, and I have to say it's not looking good. Right, now with that out of the way, we're on Newbie challenge. I've done a little bit off screen, as you might notice. I've got most of this mown. I've compacted these, bunkered down to 50%, and I'm just going to load it up again. As you might notice, I have got that the cruise control mod in now. Don't like it as much as I like the cruise control on gearbox, but I'm not going to add gearboxes. I've got enough to think about at the moment. Right, now, I was going to say about, if I do start again, it looks like the voting will be Blickling Museum as the other two series. I'm just going to come out of cab whilst I do this. You have to excuse me if I'm doing a lot of it. A little bit cheaty. Well, I don't think it is cheaty to come out of cab. You normally have better mirrors and better food behind it. I think there should only be one more load now to come off there. Then we'll start to flatten this, and I won't finish flattening it in this episode. I'm going to try and finish that up off screen. And we'll fast forward to another day. And again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who have sent kind messages. It's I particularly like the message from Phil, actually, who said at least we won't have to listen to you so much at the moment. That made me laugh. That's good. I have a I will tell you now, I have a very black sense of humour. Not everybody's taste, and they make some quite tasteless jokes in real life. But it's the way I cope with life. I make jokes about things you shouldn't make jokes about, like death. Still, one of my favourite jokes goes back to the days when we had that brutal thing called hanging in this country. You can tell I'm not a admirer of the idea of hanging someone or killing someone by the state. Never seems to work anyway. Okay, that person won't kill again, but if you get the wrong person, oh dear, how sad. We give them a free pardon, but they're dead. Yes, well, apart from that, the joke is bus driver and his conductor. That goes back to the days when we had conductors on buses. Not as common now. And the conductor kept going to the driver's cabin and waving his noose in front of him. A little toy noose. And the driver would burst into tears. So one of the passengers asked why. The conductor said, well, they're hanging his father tomorrow. Now, a very sick joke. But it's the type of joke I tend to make a lot of. But not on air, because I do have some standards. Pretty low, but I do have some standards. I'm just sitting there with a cup of coffee once. I'm making this in the morning. On Tuesday morning, I hope to get this out the same day. We're not going to the hospital today. We were going down to the allotment this morning, but it's wet. So we're going to try again tomorrow. But we will be back at the hospital tomorrow afternoon. We swap around with my cousin. His wife has done a lot of the caring for Mum in recent time. Which, although I don't think they watch my rubbish on here, I'm going to just send a thank you over here to Jeffrey and Jackie. I think we're going up the same bit again, aren't we? Yes, we are. Well, we're picking some up. So not a lot, but we are picking a little up. So this is petrol we use. Oh, sorry, diesel we're using. Yeah, it looks like one more pass and that will do. I have to thank, I think that's Phil again, who sent me an update on the unit converter. I haven't really looked at it. It's on here, but basically it's the same, but it's been altered slightly in the menu. But this, as far as I'm aware, won't be going on Mod Hub, but the original is. And the original, if you want to get away from litres for everything, it's well worth using. I'm using it because it means more to me to use metric tons for weight, and I'm still using gallons for the diesel, but that's because I am still quite old-fashioned. You tell I'm not quite with it. I'm to think what buttons to press, and I'm keyboarding this as normal on this series. It's find it easier. Alright, and it looks like we're just about there now. I'm not going to hunt around and get all the bits and pieces. We will have to weed all these, because we will get one more lot out this year. And we should now be into breeding season for cattle. We'll have a look and see. I think I said about that last time and didn't actually look in the end. Fairly typical of me. Promise yourself and then forget all about it. But yes, about the videos, because they're often not 3.1 don't look like it's going to get through, although it has had a few votes, but I don't think it's had enough. I've been playing it quite a bit off screen at the moment. I've been playing a lot off screen. And we may well, for those who are interested, we may well get that second harvest. I've just done the field for the long, or the thin field at the north end of the map. I've just done that, so I got that in, and the others looking quite good with about 4 days to go. And it's can't remember, 1 or 2 I think the 2 transitions in that time. Oh, the transitions are what does it. Let's just get rid of the mower. I don't need that anymore. Okay. Fold that up. Make it a bit easier to get in here. I say this one, I'm going to go over again what's going to happen when 19 launches. This one will keep going, Motorsport Manager will keep going. Immediately I will be starting a new series, so I will be dropping Museum or Blinkling fairly quickly. Whichever one I drop, I think I will make that decision on how I feel at the time. My immediate impression is I keep the Museum going because it's a little fun series. Now, I've been told by him who knows that I should go at this very fast. Now I didn't. That's Stu, by the way. Oh, come on. Oh, better. Pressing the wrong buttons again. You know, we can get off again, that's alright. Not a very good turn and circle on this track. That's the one thing against it. It does not turn well. As you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble to turn this around, but at least we're flattening this off. I think we're almost there this time. I think one more. Oh no, it won't, because I've turned the wrong way. I wonder if I can get over this time. This is gonna. Yes, we're over. Yeah, Stu's idea was you go flat out and you skip over the top of the humps. Good idea. And it worked, I think, on an open-ended pit, but not on this, which has got that wall at the back. Got a feeling I might hit that. Hold on, but it's I'm going the right way. Right. Hello, it hasn't emptied right off again. Sometimes it does that, it doesn't quite empty. No, it's not going to. Now we're going to be left with a very small amount in there. Now, is that open or closed now? It looks like it's alright. I'll just dump this off and we'll have a go at flattening that for about 10 minutes or so. Covering this so we can actually hopefully back straight, almost straight back. There's a post there somewhere. I missed that one. Have we missed the wall the other side? Yes. My word. I hope you're all impressed. I know I am. I'm going to get the weight, I think, to put on the front of this. Add a bit of weight to it now. Ah, here it is. I did think about using manual attach, but couldn't be bothered to go through all that hassle for this series. This is a series about a poor dirt farmer who's got no money, basically. I'm just slowing cruise right down. Right. Possibly not quite that slow. Let's try it there. And we'll have a go at trying to flatten some of this down. And we're 50% at the moment, which just isn't too bad. I found the only way to deal with these heaps is to come up at the side of them and go back and forth. Turn slightly. I'm no expert, as you can all tell. And I'm using my nice new headphones, which is actually a birthday present, and my birthday ain't for a couple of months now. Yeah, but my own old ones were getting past it, and they were a very cheap set of Creative Labs fatalities. They're actually quite good. For the price, they're very good, but I don't use the mic on them. But I bought a set of Asus which one is this? This is the Fusion Wireless, because I'm getting fed up with having all the wires hanging about. I haven't in the past been a great fan of wireless stuff, but this isn't too bad. Not too bad a battery life, over 15 hours roughly. And you can use what's that's recharging, that is a rechargeable battery. That was a must for me. I didn't want to have to go and keep putting throwaway batteries in. And of course, if the worst comes to worst and the battery fails, I can still use them wired up with the charging wire. And because it's a charging wire, I can have it on my hub nice and close to me and not have to worry about being on the main board to get the best signal for the sound. Right, we'll see how we do here. I don't think I want to even attempt to go in close to it. That's better. Now we can go back and forth here. I've got rid of one of the heaps, or the biggest part. We're 52% compacted. Now, this is a long job. I think it was Chris saying he uses a leveler. Well, I'd love to be able to use a leveler, but I ain't got the money to actually be able to buy one. It's one of those things that would be nice to have, as would a telehandler, to load the the BGA up, but I haven't got the money to spend on such things. That's the fun thing about this. I'm having to really work hard with what we've got. Now this tractor is now, let's have a look. Yeah, it's got 18 days until maintenance, but only 13 hours left. 13 out of 30. So it's getting well down there. And it's now done 17 hours, this tractor. And I'm only into early summer, first day of summer. It's on a quick drink, so if you hear any slurping, I apologise for that. I'm not the quietest of eaters or drinkers. Except I'm trying to sneak a late night alcoholic beverage in. But that's another story. I think we'll go forward here, because I don't want to go over the back of that. Now I could have the bucket on, and I might well have to put the bucket on to level some of this off, but I haven't had to so far. I did take that lump out of the back, which I couldn't get to very well with the tractor itself. Oh, one of the lumps at the back, as you can see, there's several more here. You can automate this and it will work after a fashion, but it's... whoa. Almost went over the top. I would beat you on that one. What I want do is, can we get round? See, the steering circle is not very good. Let's try and take that front edge off at the moment. Oh, there's the trouble with these headphones. These are expensive headphones. And I'm amazed at how much extra detail I can hear. It's actually frightening because I hear something on here and I think it's the wife coming up behind me talking to me. That's the other thing, you can't hear much else when you've got these on because they're closed back and very well closed back. And I've never spent more than 30 quid on headphones in the past. So in the last couple of years, for my birthday, I've had a G900 mouse, wireless. Starting to go more wireless now. If this keyboard packs up, I might look for a mechanical wireless keyboard, but just try and get rid of some of these wires around here. I have 2 external drives connected, plus a further connect if I want it. And that causes a lot of extra wiring. Wheel, joystick, gamepad. I've got all the gear. Just I can't use it very well. Alright, let's come up and down the side here. How are we doing on time? Right, we're trying to get this to about 60% and I think I'll call it. But this really does burn fuel up too doing this, as you can imagine. It's doing about 6 gallons an hour at the moment. Yeah, 6 gallons an hour. 5.9 that's reading at the moment. That's a lot of juice. How are we doing in now? Oh, I think we need to go somewhere else. Doesn't seem to be making too much extra headway on this bit. So we start easing out, that's better. This is where I'd love to be able to afford a couple of SOB weights, and one on the front, one on the back, and put them up to full weight, 2.4 ton I think each, and that would help to flatten this down a bit quicker. But again, the money isn't there, and we've got the time. It's only, you can see, 1:15, so we've got plenty of time. Time is not an issue on this map. There's so little to do, no crops to look after except grass. I will have to weed both meadows, but that can be done tomorrow, or once we've looked after the animals. There won't be much else to do tomorrow. Oh, we've got our other big lump here, haven't we? We still haven't cleared. It should start to knock it down now. He said, hopefully. Oh yes, 58. It's quite a bit of a... There's 30... Was it? No, I'm not certain. I think that's still in litres. There's about 302,000 litres. 100,000 litres, sorry, in here. Now, if I just left this and just piled it all in and done this at the end, it can take forever, but I usually like to put about 3 or 4 trail loads in, take it down to 50% just to speed things up, and also mean I can get in there a bit better. I could of course do it a bit quicker if I had it a bit thinner, if I bring it more to the front, but that then takes a bit longer to unload, I find. we've got the weight on the front on this, haven't we? So we have to be a bit careful how close we go there. Try and get this bit here, which is up. That's better, 59. I really want to reverse this and go the other way along here. With the weight on the front, we can't get right into this corner. We're going to hit the weight anytime now. No, there we go. Told you. Alright, we'll get out of here this time and we'll try and turn it around and come the other way. Or we just go back and forth here, then do it reverse once we get to the end. So we're just going to get up to 60% and I'll let you all go. Again, it's a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who have been supporting me through these dark times again. Alright, 60%. Right, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like this, so please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, come on, subscribe. Not too many videos coming out at the moment, which I apologise for, but normal service will be resumed as soon as possible. And as mentioned in this video, you know why. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, and it's still time to vote on which two maps. Let's get this right. Blickling, Charming Countryside, Museum and Sonofgonaut. Maximum of 2 votes each. Feel free to vote in the comment section. I will be counting them up at the weekend. And I will try and get some of those done. It's not easy at the moment. I just haven't got the time, spare time to do much. If I do come, I'll just like to play at the moment. Terrible, isn't it? Alright, with that, it's Mervyn saying that. Cheerio for now. Cheerio.